let's talk about the Billets program, because that's important. There will be a couple of Long Beach kids, but 95% of the players are going to be coming from out of state, and some from other countries even.
Right.
One of your top goal scorers, I think, is from Latvia. So they're going to be coming from all over. And the fact is, from September to March, they're going to have to be staying with Long Beach families. And that's something we want to talk about, because honestly, I think, especially for a youth hockey family, where a young kid is playing for the Long Beach Lightning, to have a mentor in the home, someone that can talk to him and give him tips about his hockey skills and bring him to the other level, I think that would be a great experience for a family to take in one of your players.
Well, it really is. I mean, I'm sure, Stemmer, when you were a young guy, you did the same thing, and I did the same thing when I was a player, and having a billet family. And what people don't realize, these billet families, they're such an integral part of the players' lives. I mean, you see, 5-10 years down the road, the billet families at the players' weddings and being around with their kids as these players get older. You really do become a big part of their life, and that's what what we're looking to do is just give these guys a nice, stable home here in Long Beach. People that can come and take these guys in, but not just. It's not a room and board type thing. It's really an environment where you get to know these players, and over the course of time they become members of your family. All of a sudden you're integrated in the success that they had. You're really a family that they don't have here. These players are gonna be looking to go through the ups and downs of the season and life in general, and be able to have a good family to have that support to these young guys is critical.
Steph, let's talk about that. The fact that from your experience, that some of these billet relationships last a lifetime. And to me, I really feel that I'm really hoping that a lot of Long Beach families jump on this, because talk about your experience of it. I think it's just a wonderful experience.
Well, when I ended up going to Toronto, playing for the Toronto Marlies, I was put up by a billet family, a Polish. I mean, of all people, me and a Polish family, and this particular lady, she was an older woman. I'd get the stuffed cabbage and the pierogies and things like that made for me. So I was happy. And Bobby Orr even mentions the fact that the lady that he stayed with when he turned junior. But I want people to understand that you're not babysitting these kids. I mean, this is not a fact where you got to watch where he goes, that you have to drive everywhere. I mean, if you could only put a roof overhead, cook them some meals, and say hello to them, back and forth like that. We can live with something like that, because I know some of these families, they have jobs, they have other interests and things like that. But in so many other, in minor league baseball, where you can't afford it, in this particular situation, the families in Long Beach, please, if you can get a chance and you can put a kid up for 6-7 months, you're going to get paid for taking him in. We'd really, really appreciate it. So that's going to kick off probably the last week in August or so, and we're looking for housing. We need a roof, and we got to feed these kids, and we're going to be a championship team. We all got to get together, all behind us.
And they do, and you said the billet families are paid a $400 stipend a month, so help offset those expenses.
And and for these families, I think what they should realize, that these are good, hard-working, dedicated kids that want to get to the next level in hockey. That they're disciplined, they're hardworking, they come with good values. So these are the type of young individuals that the families are going to be embracing.
Right. I mean, they're all good kids. I mean, we go through a pretty good vetting process when, as we're selecting players. I mean, obviously we're looking for talented guys, but we're looking for guys that we can advance to NCAA programs, and with that, comes the academics, comes the character aspect. So there's a lot that goes into the players that we're bringing into town. So these are going to be good kids.
So we hope that the community really embraces this, because I think it'll be it's a two-way street. It'll be great for the players, but great for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never been at this level before, really, except when my kids were growing up. So getting together with teenage kids, I know these kids are going to listen. We all have children, and sometimes when you talk to them, they look at you like, what do you know? But I've picked up a few things during the course of my career, and learning from the hockey aspect. And Gilles Villemure, he's not a Hall of Fame goalie, but he won the Vezina Trophy with Eddie Giacomin. He's going to be helping Michael with his goalkeepers here. So we've got a lot of people working together as far as getting this team on the ice and ready to go and really hopefully produce a championship team. And we want to get the community involved. I've talked to a lot of businesses in Long Beach, and all you people that have spoken to me and have committed to being a part of this as far as the sponsorship is concerned. I really, really thank you for that. And like we were just talking about, we have to find families for these people to live. So we got a little bit of time to work on that. I'm certainly hoping that the people in Long Beach will cooperate with us with that.
I think that'd be great. And Mike, for some of the people out there, what's the type of coaching style you have, and what's the type of hockey people can expect from the Sharks once the season gets going?
Well, I mean, you know, we're a high skill team, but you know, it's a little different than maybe you see in today's NHL. You know, we're a very physical team. You know, it's a tough brand of hockey. You know, not saying that what you see day in and day out isn't, but you know, you're not going to have anybody on our team that doesn't take and give hits. So it's a hard physical brand. You know, like I said, it's a blue collar type of hockey. I think it's a product people are going to be excited to see. It's, you know, we're an honest hockey team, and by that I mean, you know, we show up, we play hard, we play physical, and you know, that's, I think, what people are going to be able to see. Yeah, and
I know that Mike mentioned that you're going to have Jim Lockman mentioned you're going to have some trips up to Boston, and that's good because I think, you know, you go on those long bus trips. That's where you bond. That's where you know, and I'm sure that those bus trips are a lot of fun. That's where the players bond with each other.
It is. I mean, you know, I remember when I was out west, boy, our shortest trip when I was in Oregon was 10 hours. You know, that was our shortest one. You know, so we'd have some that were 20, 22 hours, and you know, to go play a game and then turn around and come back. So these ones aren't bad. You know, 3, 4, 5 hours. You know, it's a good opportunity for the guys to get to know each other. But, you know, like I tell the players all the time is, you know, it's not about, you know, the end result. The end result will happen, but you gotta, you know, really appreciate the journey that you're on. And if you do things right along the way, then the results will take care of themselves, and that's what we're hoping for.
We think it's going to be great. I know a lot of people I've talked to, they said they want to get tickets. They can't wait for the games. We've already lined up some great entertainers. In fact, on opening night, we have a musician here in Long Beach, Jaw Sticks, that has over 4,000 followers. He plays regularly at the Beach House in Cabana. He's going to be leading off for us on opening night. So we're going to get, you know, he's going to bring in a lot of people on opening night. And I think from that, we'll just build the momentum moving forward.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we want a good crowd. We want it to be fun, you know, and that's, you know, it's a fun, you know, it's a fun environment to coach in. It's a fun environment to play in. You know, it's just a great atmosphere when you got that home crowd that gets really loud and supportive, and that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. And one of the first weeks, I'm going to have he's a 10th grader at Long Beach High School. Next year, he's going to be 11th grade. He's a magician. And he's got a huge following in Long Beach. All the restaurants, he does magic tricks. He's built up a big name in Long Beach. So he's going to be doing magic tricks at the game.
Maybe we can put some skates on him and put a little magic and put the puck in the other team's head. Where's his contract? Let's sign this kid.
And I know some of the players are watching these videos, and I can't wait to see them. Right away, I know that we're going to get them involved with the Long Beach International Film Festival. We're going to get them on the beach, meeting the community. And then one of the big events, I think we'd love to get them involved. Think any of your hockey players can play volleyball?
You know, we'll find out, huh? We'll get them out there and get them involved.
But, because, you know, one of the big events we have on Labor Day is the Michelle O'Neill volleyball tournament. Mm-hmm. Michelle O'Neill is a lovely young girl that lost her life at a very young age due to cancer. And they started up the Michelle O'Neill volleyball tournament where all the proceeds goes to families with cancer, and it's a huge event here in Long Beach on Labor Day. And I think since the Sharks will be in town, we'll have a Sharks team competing, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. Just the exposure with hundreds of people on the beach will be great.
Well, I mean, anything these guys can do, and that's half of what we're about. I mean, is getting these guys involved in the community and giving back. I mean, let's call it what it is. These guys are all very fortunate to be playing a game that they enjoy, and you know, and a lot of times it's good to be able to reflect and help people that you know, maybe need some help, and that's what we want to do.
All right, Mike. Well, we're fired up. STEM is fired up. Long Beach is fired up. The Sharks are coming. Second week of September, they're going to be hitting the ice. It's going to be awesome. Long Beach. We're going to let you know when the tickets are going on sale, June 15th. It's going to be great. And Mike, we're pumped up. Stemmer, we're pumped up. The Sharks are going to be the talk of the town in Long Beach starting in September.